I can't help you there.
That's
What's it doing, sis?
it's just black. Like the screen is black, but I got it.
You mean like the whole thing? Like you can't press live, go live or nothing?
On OBS, yeah. Sue me, bitch. All right. Oh, baby. Oh. Cuidado, cuidado. Boogity, boogity, motherfuckers. Sharon, what's going on? Welcome in. This ain't no scary music, but it's like mad suspenseful. Jocelyn, what's going on? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, everybody. Shout out to everybody. Welcome. Welcome in. Y'all know what time it is. Just sharing out the stream like we always do. Getting this out there. You know what I'm saying? Oh. Ew. Yeah. I don't like that. Thank you so much for the share. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't like that either. What's going on? What's going on? Hey, sis is in the building. All right, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? Just taking a few minutes just to get some people in here. Jocelyn in the building, Peach T, of course, that's me. Ty with Bleach. We got some lurkers, of course, in the fucking building. I wouldn't expect anything less. Luminous Dubitus. Let's see. That was me casting the spell on you bitches. I don't know.
Ah.
I don't know why my thing is acting like that. That's so weird. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Ty. I don't know, baby.
Without the ones like you working tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. No matter your industry, Granger's here for you with professional grade supplies. Call Grainger.com.
Lil Zane looked safe in his arms and melted like butter.
That shit got me fucking dying.
I'm screaming.
Oh, God.
I'm mad at that.
Jesus.
Lil Zane look crazy as fuck. That is funny. I can't. He really did though. Spooky, spooky, spooky me. Sharing this shit out, sharing it out, you guys. Make sure that y'all share this out. Hit that share button. Hit it. Just, share it out. Let people know. Alright, there we go. Well, that's done. Cedar! That's my Cedar. Ming Lee in the building.
What
Thank you so much for the daily heart, Ming. What a guan, Ming Ming. What a guan. Oh my lord, and here go the fucking white noise in the background.
Please.
That's scary. Boogity boogity. Cuz Sierra, what's going on? Welcome in. Well, yes, that's what I call them, the white noise in the background. Asia, what's going on? Welcome in. Shout out to everybody. Let's see. We got three viewers on excuse me. 3 viewers here. 2 viewers on Twitch. We got I don't know on the other one, baby. Hold on. Yeah, I gotta tell you. We gotta tell you. We have no one, but that's okay. No one on YouTube, but we still rolling, baby. We still rolling. Oh, whoa! Hold on. Kiwi in the building. Hi, friend. At any given time, Rump Shakers and the Gorgeous Sisters have placement here at Peach Tea Podcast. Y'all can come and sit in on the show any given time that y'all want to. Jay Newt in the building. What's going on? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. We're going to be starting in a second. We're going to get things going, babes. We're going to be talking about spooky shit. We're going to be talking about scary stuff. We're going to be talking about close encounters of a ghostly kind. We're going to be talking about that and more here in a few minutes. As y'all see, we got our cauldron out because it's over there. As you can see, somebody with Poodle was stirring it, and oh, now why am I being brought into this? Poodle probably like, what? What is that, Velvet?
Well,
Friday Wolf, exactly. Friday Wolf, what's going on? 1700 hated, what's going on? Welcome in. Well. What? I wasn't stirring shit, baby. I'm just. I can hear him in my head. Is that bad?
no.
But yeah, we stirring up the stories, the conjuring up all the goodness for this episode, babes. Boogity boogity booga boogity boo. What up, Fart Wolf? How you doing? Thank you for the daily heart me, and thank you for the 5 what's ups. You're amazing. Thank you, Van and Victoria. Welcome in. Sis is back in the building. Thank you. I don't know what I would have done without you. Thank you for tapping up the screen as well. Make sure that y'all hashtag FYP in the chat. Let's get this on the For You. Let's try and get some people in this for sure. Let it pop up for them and they be like, oh, what they over here talking about on this motherfucking game? Look at these people. Yeah. All right, let's get into it. I don't want to wait any longer. As y'all know, what's up, Tay? Welcome in. I'm here with my co-host with the mo-host.
Hi.
It's Mo. Everybody, it's Mo. Clap it up for Mo in the building. Yeah! And as you can see, she is dressed like a gross sister.
Oh yes.
She ate
Hello,
that
Amy.
down. Come on now. We love a good costume. Love a good costume. And what am I? Baby, don't fucking ask, because I don't know. I'm a ghost bitch demon hunter hoe. Alright. So, zoom in a little bit. Here we go. Alright, there we go. Yeah. Y'all see me. Y'all see her. Y'all see me. Here it is. We here, baby. Alright. When the lights go out, you guys. Oh, I was gonna say something, but fuck it. Okay. Whoa. YouTube with the commercials. What y'all got going on here? We don't do that. Not today. Ain't no fucking way. Fuck it. You talking, you gonna have to pay me, baby. Oh shit. Alright, you guys. J baby, what's going on? Welcome in. We're gonna be talking about some crazy stuff. Let's start off with the ever so mythical mysticalness of werewolves. Werewolves, guys. Y'all believe in werewolves? Is werewolves a thing for y'all? Do y'all believe like they exist? The whole Sasquatch thing, these folklores and mythical shits. Like, you gonna say so Mo ashy? No, she not ashy. She just a gross sister.
It's because the gross sisters were ashy, but that's okay.
Well,
as you see,
nah, she just
well.
she's moisturized. She just blue. I'm blue, da boo dee da boo da. Not Jazz gonna talk about ashy as fuck.
My biggest hater. Oh wow.
Alejandro, what's going on? Welcome in.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've ever really subscribed to werewolf things.
Yeah, me either. I know a couple of motherfuckers that's hairy like one, but
Indeed.
I don't necessarily know if they exist. I don't think they would exist. I don't believe that they would exist, but what if they did though?
You know, I would stay inside, lock my doors, cause y'all not about to get me. Nothing.
I mean, let's be real, cause look at how big these motherfucking wolves is. Like a wolf itself is fucking huge.
Yeah, they are really big.
So
imagine like you see a person who's half wolf just like charging at you. Hell no. Nah.
Imagine. Hell fucking no. Nah. You know what? I have the same reaction across the board for everything. Zombie apocalypse, all that whole bunch of shit. Baby, just kill me. Because I don't have the strength.
Girls, I don't stand a chance to be out of here.
No. Because first of all, I'm fat. Where the fuck am I running? Where am I running to?
The cackle.
Because honestly, like what? Farnham Wolf said I believe in Bigfoot a little bit. It's a possibility. I mean,
I feel like Bigfoot is a lot more believable. Just, you know, a living thing's have been around for a long time, and we know it's genetically possible for like people to be big as hell. It's true. You know, so I don't think that that's far fetched. You know, Um, yeah.
Wait, like a humanoid werewolf transformation or an incredibly gigantic wolf transformation?
Like a human transforming into a
Yeah,
wolf.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. The human going into the wolf for sure.
yeah.
Cause nah, kill me. That's it. I
On the
don't have
thought,
no words. Just kill me.
please.
I'ma stay there. I be like, look, I'm not even fighting you, bro. Go ahead, tear me one. With how vast the whole universe is in itself, I don't doubt anything really. That's what Ming Lee said. Let me see
No,
what
that's valid. That's very
valid
valid.
as fuck. Imagine how many shits lurk underwater. Me and Mo talk about
Oh
underwater.
yeah, don't get
Oh
me
my
started with underwater
god.
stuff.
Yo, me and Mo talk about underwater is so fucking creepy. It's fascinating, but it's so fucking scary. We don't know how deep the water is. We don't know what the fuck is under there. We don't know like exactly. The ocean is definitely another fucking dimension.
Yeah, for real. And I want no parts. Like, don't get me wrong. I love the beach. I love water, but I don't want to be too far from shore. I
No,
need to be
me
able to
either.
see that hoe. I need to be able to see it. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't
My
know how people be
anxiety.
growing on cruises. I think that I'll probably like flip the fuck out too. I think that I would have to like constantly be like somebody would have to keep like keeping me like distracted from me looking around and seeing like
Low
nothing
key.
around.
Don't
Like
remind me that I'm
nah.
in the middle of the ocean for like
Yeah,
miles and miles. Because the second that it clicks, oh baby,
exactly.
imagine.
Hell fucking no, sir.
I don't want to subject myself to that.
All right. In the same token, I believe. Yeah, what about vampires?
With vampires, am I totally sold on it? Not 100%, but I do believe that some people are very vampire-esque. And
Yes.
I wouldn't
Kendrick,
I
what's going
wouldn't
on?
as those kinds of people or beings to exist. I don't.
Mm. I've seen like a few things on this wonderful app of TikTok where there's people who are claiming to be centuries and centuries old of vampires. I remember watching one of this man who said that he was like mad years old. It's a black man too, talking about how he's a vampire. This man pulled out fucking pictures of him in ye old times and shit, and not aging, still at the same fucking thing, talking about his teeth, they hurt when they extract. No, they're not fake. He could make them like come out and all that whole bunch of stuff, but it's like a lot. And I don't know, but I know there are such things as like the vampire sucking like the life, like people sucking life out of you, and they call them vampires, so to speak.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Right. What's up,
For
Jamal?
sure.
There is a vampire disorder that exists? Really? Cartier moves. Can you come to church tomorrow to watch my cat get baptized? Absolutely. I'll be there. Lickety split, babes. Okay. It's cool for Faria. Did I say that right? Yeah, Jazz. I don't know. Jazz. I don't know. Listen, whatever floats these people both, baby, I'll be there. You want me in the church hat? I gotcha. Did I say that right? Porphyria? Porfavora? Oh man, but that's kind of crazy that there is. why? Why I laugh like that? Oh my god. Nah. There was this other video too that this is why I bring up. You know what? I'm a pause on the vampires thing. UFOs. I
Oh
believe it.
yeah,
I definitely believe in
yeah,
them hoes.
yeah. I say all the time, like for us to assume that we're the only living beings
In all of these
in this
motherfucking
in this
planets and
piece
universe,
of this universe,
exactly.
nah, that's just not
Wallet,
realistic.
that's not realistic at all. You know, I wonder what they really look like over on other planets. Like, does each planet have a species of like quote unquote people? And if they do, like, what the fuck they look like? Y'all motherfuckers got big heads. What's up?
Imagine they're probably, it's so crazy to think because I would think that they're so varying. Like I would assume that there are other people like us with variances
Alien.
out there,
Mm.
and then you would have ones that are significantly bigger than us, significantly smaller than us. I think that the possibilities are endless.
I can't. I mean, you know what's crazy? Shout out to my brother. My brother said that he was driving one time with his, oh baby, shut this shit up. My brother said that he was driving one time. The fucking YouTube with the commercials, B. This is why I don't be fooling with this shit. Nah, let me put on Spotify and put on my spooky shit. Suck Yamuwa. Let me,
Please.
cause what you got going on here? I try to be different. All right, yeah. So yeah, he said he was driving with his homeboy, and I forgot where they was going. I don't know if they was going to Rhode Island, whatever the case is. And he said, but it was multiple people at the same time, saw the same shit because there was like mad videos of it, and they said, he was like, it shot up out the water or some shit, or I can't even remember what he said, but he said that he seen it, everybody seen it, and they was all like shook,
Yeah.
shook
Makes
to the
sense.
motherfucker, yeah. But
Definitely makes sense.
what
Uh,
makes it so scary though? Like why does the fucking unknown make everybody so scary? Even though everybody should know or has some kind of thought. Like okay, shit gotta exist.
I just think it's catching people off guard, and then you also have the people who just like refuse to believe that things like that exist out there. So
Yeah.
I think that that's mostly it. But yeah, honestly, I mean, you know. I haven't seen, I mean, I have seen some shit with my own eyes, but nothing that was like too crazy. I do remember it was happening like super late at night. Me and my mom were driving home. We had went to visit some family during the holidays, and I remember it was because it was like later in the
Thank
evening, there
you.
wasn't a lot of traffic outside, but we were driving down the freeway, and like,
Somebody
times are
said our
different.
Abbeys are cute.
Well, thanks, big preach. Um, but yeah, I remember like, times are different. There aren't as many stars in the sky as there used to be back in the day. But
Mm-hmm.
I remember as we were coming down the freeway, it seemed like out of nowhere, the sky, it was already like dark as hell outside. It was hella dark. And out of nowhere, it seemed like it got abnormally dark. And I'm looking, trying to like, I'm looking through the windshield to like see if I see anything. And I do see there's like this huge black, like triangle shape.
What the
And I'm looking at it and I was like, Mom, do you see this? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, what is that? And I kid you not, like there was a couple of cars that were ahead of us. Like they slowed down too because we were all trying to see what it was. And when I kid you not, within like in a blink of an eye, it was gone. And I was
mm.
like, do like 120 home. We gotta go home. No.
Not just
It was
said do 120 home. I'm screaming.
for real. Pedal to the floor immediately.
Oh nah. I myself, I can't say that I've had any encounters, but that's kind of crazy. A black fucking triangle though.
It was so massive, and it's crazy because like literally it's dark outside, and in that particular area that we were driving through, that part of the bay is more suburban, so
Mm.
it's not super well lit except for like by the BART station and on the freeway. So it's like you can see, but it's dark pretty much surrounding that area. So you can literally see that it's significantly darker in this
Somebody gonna
triangle
say
than it is
Fart Wolf
the
said
rest of the
probably a
sky.
Freemason. Get your life.
Please.
Right.
That thing was massive though. It was so huge. Like it literally took up such a big chunk of the sky, and we were
Oh
so
my God.
confused at what we saw.
Oh hell no. What the fuck? Yo, I have literal vivid fucking dreams about scary shit like that. Like I tell Mo all the time. Every time I have a crazy ass fucking dream, I always tell Mo like, yo, as if she's like the dream interpreter or some shit. Like I don't know. I just be going to her like, yo, I had this crazy dream. But I always have like reoccurring dumbass dreams. Like I have reoccurring dreams that I'm outside and we get struck by asteroids, and I'm always outside trying to find my way back home. And it's like I be ducking and dodging these holes while people is dying left and right around me. I'll be like really freaked the fuck out. Or like the most current dream that I had that was like reoccurring was I was downtown Brooklyn, and like all of a sudden it was like a massive like 10 scale massive like beyond 10 scale fucking earthquake, and the fucking Brooklyn Bridge broke. And it was collapsing, and then everybody was like falling into gaps and shit. Like I was in a mall and this shit was shaking, and we was trying to find our way home. I don't know why every time I'm in some danger, I be trying to find my way home. I don't know what that's about. If you was a dream interpreter, baby, let me the fuck know, cause I don't know, but that should be really freaking me the fuck out.
Oh yeah. No, trust me, I don't play about no weird dreams. I be having to write that shit down.
You used to go through green portals when you were younger. What the fuck is you talking about? Whoa, 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 whoa! What's you got going on?
Tell us more.
Right. You write that out. See, this is why y'all should have been writing me and telling me these stories so that way I could have shared them. But y'all don't never listen, goddammit. A witch was riding my back once, but that's the scariest thing I encountered. Yeah. I've heard of that. That's never really happened to me, but I've definitely heard of that. That's no fun. I don't know why she was on your back though. That's kind of crazy. Like, she didn't have a broom?
Please.
It was rough like I was? Well, it wasn't really a witch. Oh. Well, shit. Was she green?
Was she green is crazy.
Why people think witches is green? Like, why they can't be like regular ass colors? At my old home when I was like around 4, I used to have this one green portal that would pop up in... Okay. Gotta continue the conversation. Yana, what's going on? Welcome in. In the meantime, shout out to everybody that is tuned into Peach Tea Podcast right now. We're talking about the spooky, the scary, the unknown, the crazy, the ghostly, goblins and ghouls and all of that.
Oh. Okay.
I can't. Fucking Mo. She cracks me up. Mind she ain't do nothing. It was me.
I just reacted. Her reaction. I was like, oh, okay.
It's her reaction though. That shit is funny as fuck. This is really me and Mo. This is me and Mo every fucking day. I promise you. Like we just be saying I do like random ass noises, and she be like, oh okay. Or she'll do random ass noises, and we be like, or we just do them shits together. It's just.
Indeed.
Throw in the rest of the rump shakers and poodle, baby. It's a time.
Well, yes.
Shout out to the rump shakers and poodle.
Yes. Love y'all down.
Poodle is right there. Y'all know Poodle's in the building. It's the engineer. He over here making sure everything is sounding right.
Bark.
Okay, bark indeed. Yes, sir. We got Ash and Ty in the building, in the audience, just chilling. I don't know if anybody else is here because I can't really necessarily see. Anybody else here? Or it's just up to
I think it's just us. Yeah, it's just us today.
Yeah. But okay, all right. So Farm Wolf is still going. Okay, the middle. In the middle of the night, I would go through them and chill with other beings there. Okay, but one day I got caged, and the beings that I was cool with found me and set me free and told me not. Oh, and Rue is there. Rue is there. Yay!
Oh, I
Woo!
thought you said her name already. My bad. I'm
Oh
so
no no
sorry.
no! I didn't know. Sassy
I
Slim,
thought
what's
she.
going on? Nah, that's kind of crazy. Green portals in the house. I mean, I'm not putting things past anything. I feel like everybody has like those kind of abilities to tap into, but because we're so fogged and jaded by, you know, society, life, um, you know, a plethora of things. Like I don't know, like we like our beliefs too can kind of shun our abilities to see and manifest and do things that are like our diet exactly. A lot of shit that'll block our abilities. Telepathy, supersonic speed. I believe it.
Please.
I believe it. Not come back in there because I would. I don't know if I would be going through no green portals. You's a bold motherfucker as a child, baby. Cause what? I ain't going through shit. I see a green portal. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Hell nah, I'm out. Y'all can have the house. Key was there.
Heavy on the York at the house.
Fuck that. I dealt with too much in my life. Back to the vampires though. There's this lady that I seen on TikTok who said that she has experienced a vampire, and it's not like a vampire in which we know. However, the motherfucker was very ominous as such. I can't remember her name. I should have saved it, but I shared it to you, Mo. That light skinned lady. Anyway, she was saying that how
Oh yeah, yeah.
she was working in a club, and a guy came in and he was like the finest motherfucker, clean as fuck type shit. Came in, was like he was like just pushing all the women away. I guess he wasn't feeling it. Then she came up to him, and I guess she used to, you know, self-harm herself on her arms, and he seen it, and then immediately he was like drawn to her and was like, oh, could you do this in front of me? And she was like, what you talking about, babe? And he was like, would you do that for me? And she was like, nah. He was like, what if I paid you like a G or some shit like that? And she was like, what? You know, like whatever. Long story short, ended up going home with him. It was like, I don't know what's up with vampires and books, baby. Like I feel like she said that it was books. Anyway, she went home with him. He was feasting on her like a vampire would, and then they was fucking because she said he was fine as fuck. And then by morning he was gone. She never saw him in the daylight, only at nighttime. He would pop up at mad random times. Didn't have his number, but always knew when she was there and would come to get her.
He was moving with intention. Love that for her, honestly.
It was, but she decided she had cut it off because she said that she didn't want to keep reopening like the same wounds and was worried about her. Jazz said, "Mo, please."
I mean, y'all, you're hearing it from her telling the story, but to hear the lady tell it in her own, I'm not gonna lie, it was giving like kinky smut book, and
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was here for that. Yeah,
Oh, you know what's crazy?
love that
She
for her.
said that she was gonna write. I think she's making it into a book. She was gonna talk about
You
it. Or some shit.
should run it up.
Yes, I agree.
At this point, we need a movie.
She
We
said she
need a
ain't
movie.
never seen that motherfucker again after that. Like he just disappeared off the face of the planet. She don't know nothing. Like he's gone.
She was
I
getting
think
to a bag.
I think the motherfucking name is
Having it.
Lestat. No, I'm just joking.
Please, please.
Vampires are supposed to be true to their words. Really? That motherfucking name was Lestat. But I thought that A&R gay. What's going on? Welcome in. But yeah, I thought that was kind of crazy though. That's what made me think like, yo, is this really real? Like, is this a thing? How you doing? Welcome in, A&R gang. Welcome to Peach Tea Podcast. Chrissy, I saw you. What's going on? Welcome to Peach Tea Podcast, where we're right here. This is episode 10. We're talking about when the lights go out. Everything that happens in the dark, spooky stuff, ghosts. We're talking about goblins. We're talking about fucking vampires. We're talking about motherfuckers giving Indian burns in the corner. We talking about all that shit.
Yes.
Shane, what's going on? Welcome in. Yeah, yeah. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Make sure that y'all go ahead and share this out. Tap up the screen. Make sure that y'all...
How you doing?
Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Peach Pit. Make sure that y'all go ahead and hashtag FYP in the chat as well, you guys. Man. Yo, why the fuck... Why the fuck is the Purdue Society, aka white people's response to horror or something scary different from black folk? Like, white people, they go immediately towards the fucking what's that?
I don't
black
know.
people like they hear a fucking noise, we out. What's that?
Not even about to waste no time. Like, nah, hell nah.
Oh my god, Mr. Tanuba, what's going on? Welcome in. Nah, cause I'm not gonna hold you. The Purdue Society in my house. My aunt, more specifically, she's the one that'll be like, "What's that? What's that noise? Y'all hear that?" And she'll go towards it. My mother be like, "Nah."
Well, that makes all the sense, okay?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
We know that your mom is one of us.
Exactly. Shout out to Mama Cookie in the building.
Yes.
Shout out to Mama Cookie. She out there chilling. But nah. That I don't understand like the response. Like what is it? What gotta be real scary enough for your Purdue Society ass to get the trucking, like taking the fucking flight, like getting the fuck little. I love Jesus. Glory! Welcome in.
I don't know. Maybe they just feel invincible. Like, oh, I'm gonna find out what it is and fend it off if I have to. Me? Nah.
No. No.
Hell No.
No.
As soon as I hear something, see something, something feels a little off, getting out of there.
Jess said, send it off, kid. Billy Bears, what's going on? Welcome in. Honestly, send it off. The fuck? You could fend off like dark matter? Like what the fuck is you? What? I'm out.
If that's what you feeling, you want to be Harry Potter today? Sure. Fine. Not me. Out of here.
I clipped that. Cause what?
Hell no. Y'all are tripping.
Absolutely not. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. Y'all, though, honestly, do ghosts exist? Do spirits exist?
Absolutely.
Now, me and Mo know for a fact they do.
Oh.
But do y'all believe? And if you do not believe, chat, are you open enough and willing to learn or to know from people's experiences? You be seeing your ancestors' blessings. Because that's a blessing.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, saying that reminded me of the time I was doing a lot of shadow work on myself, still am. I was doing a lot of shadow work on myself. And when I tell you, I had the most blessed dream by people who I came in the room, and it was like a semicircle of maybe like 5 beautiful black women. And it was like lights around and all this whole bunch of stuff. And when I tell you, they hugged me, they told me that like I was beautiful, and that all this whole bunch of stuff, like they fed like words of encouragement into me. And when I awoke from that dream, immediately it felt like, okay, I was just with my ancestors. I was like, what? And I had not a confirmation, but somebody that like is into tarot, XYZ, whatever the case, they said that was my ancestors kind of helping me along with my shadow work and all that whole bunch of stuff.
They said they had some things to tell you that you needed to.
Yes, they was like, oh, what they was calling, I don't even remember what they was calling me. I can't even really remember verbatim, but I remember seeing them, and the amount of love, the energy in there was like straight love. Like, I just felt so comfortable. I felt loved. I felt like I was at home. It just felt so good. It felt good. Listen, my wife, when she's really deep into her spiritualness, talks to spirits. Hey, she's a medium. That's what's up. I love that for her. I did tarot on the spirit once. Yo, Farting Wolf, you doing a lot of shit. You going through fucking green gates. You seeing aliens and shit. What the hell? Now you performing tarot on spirits. You reading them. They asking you what's going to happen next in life. What's going on? This is crazy.
A person of ads. Love that.
Right. Mr. Tanuba said that he's open. I mean, I'm very much open. I've very much been seeing spirits from since I was of young age. It started out as hearing them call me, which I never knew that you wasn't supposed to answer, because baby, my dumb ass was answering. It started out as voices. Then the first spirit I ever seen was my father when he passed away. And it scared the living motherfucking shit out of me. You wouldn't think it would, but it did. It did. Want to hear the story? Let me set it up. It was a night much like this. I had just came home from being a harlot in Harlem. No, I'm just joking. No, but I did just come home from Harlem, and I was chilling. And I came home. It was time to go to bed. And at this time, I was sharing a room with my brother, and we had bunk beds. This motherfucker was on the top. I was on the bottom. Why? Maybe I was always fat. Who knows? Anyway, I came home, and I decided, oh, okay, it's time. Let me get into bed. Everybody was nestled in their bed. Motherfuckers was sleeping, chilling, this, that, and the fourth, XYZ. Right? And there, in that house, first of all, let me make this statement. That house was haunted than a motherfucker. It was like so many spirits in that bitch. Please. That house was crazy. However, what's up, JJ? Welcome in. We got a lot of people coming in. Welcome in to all the lurkers. Shout out to everybody. I'm sorry for cutting my story up, but shout out to everybody that's tuned in and watching and engaging and stuff like that. I appreciate y'all. Hit that follow button if you're new here. Tap up the screen. Hashtag FYP in the chat. All of that. Share this shit out. Thank you. Anyway, we go ahead. Now, my father passed away when I was 7. And he also passed away in my room when I was younger. And I watched the whole thing. That's besides the point. I'm fine. No, I'm not. But that night, not the night that he passed, but that night when I seen him, it was as a shadow. And the kitchen light is always, we always left the kitchen light on. I don't know fucking why. It just was a thing. So we always left the kitchen light on, and it was one of those, you know, those ring ceiling lights or whatever the case is. Had that on, and it was glaring in the room, and the light always hit like underneath the window. So I got comfy in bed, and I'm over here chilling, got in the bed, and I looked, and I was just staring. It was like a little hard for me to go to sleep. And then all of a sudden I looked at that little piece of window underneath the window, and I seen a shadow, a figure of a big ass man, and it was limping. And I was like, what the fuck? So I looked at the wall, and I was staring at it for a minute, and then I looked at the doorway, and nothing was there. So I looked back at the window, and I'm like, huh? And it was still there, still limping. And I looked back at the doorway. Now something said, "Bitch, get up." So I got up. I got up and I looked at. I got up and I looked at TJ on the top. I was like, "This motherfucker sleep." Some said, "Get up and go check the whole house." Bitch, I got up. I went in the living room. Motherfuckers was asleep. My mom. And then I went next door. I think my cousins was asleep. They're asleep in the actual room where my father passed away. So they're asleep. And then I come back and I'm like, what the fuck? There's nothing here. So I get back in the bed, right? Thinking like, okay, now I done walked around. Ain't nothing there. It's nothing showing or whatever the case is. So I get back in the fucking bed. And I look back at the window. Underneath the window again. And there go that same fucking shadow figure. Baby, the way I scooted to the back of the bed. I scooted to the back of the bed and pulled that motherfucking cover up over me. Now, my dumbass, thinking back now, as far as we had the bed on the wall or whatever the case is, there was still space for whatever to be underneath that bed to grab me. And I wasn't even thinking about that shit because I was too fucking shook that I just saw this goddamn spirit on this fucking thing. And that was the first time when I thought about, I went to sleep, shook, with that fucking cover over my head. I did not wake up until fucking morning, and the first thing I did was look at that fucking wall, and there was nothing there. And immediately I figured out that it was my father, because my father was a big man, and he had to have been limping because he had a cast on his leg when he passed away.
Makes sense.
And that shook my fucking life. After that, when I tell you, immediately it was like more and more spirits started popping up. More and more spirits started showing themselves. More and more voices, more and more dreams, more and more everything. It was just like everything was just coming and hit me at once. I was like, oh hell no.
What is that, Velvet?
I was shook. Hey, coming in with that motherfucking galaxy. Yeah. Thank you, sis, for that galaxy. Nisi, thank you so much for the popular vote as well as that heart me. And Nisi, thank you as well for that rose. I appreciate you so very much. You guys are amazing. Alicia, what's going on? Welcome in. Can y'all believe that story? Do y'all believe that story? Do you believe me? I am a person that does not lie about shit like that. Do y'all
Nah, but it's believable as hell. I mean, it's, you know, it's not like it's far-fetched thing.
But that's because you believe. But I'm from hearing it from somebody who don't believe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to know people that don't believe. Like, what is it? I died Friday. What's going on? Welcome in. I've seen the Shadow Man twice in my adult life. Who the fuck is that? This is a specific Shadow Man? You gonna say baby? Felt that spirit so strongly. That the man that always in all black with a hat on. I never knew. I don't know about that man. I don't know about I don't know about that. You know what? As they progressed in my life too, it turned into they turned into like holographic looking people. So how I see them is like holographs. They never talk. They're always smiling, and it's just like that's what it is. And they drain the fuck out of you. That's the most annoying part.
Oh yeah,
I don't
yeah,
like that.
definitely. You will be so exhausted, so exhausted.
Yeah, I don't like that. Cause I remember like definitely it was at my first institution. I'll find out who it's supposed to be, but it's a real person. It's supposed to be about spirituality. Okay, but kids be seeing them too. Oh wow. Vivi's Express press-ons. What's going on? Welcome in. Nah, I never heard of that. I don't remember seeing him as a kid though. No, as a kid, I don't remember seeing shit. But soon after my father passed away, baby, I guess it was the traumatic experience of watching that kind of opened up or triggered. You know, maybe. I
Yeah,
don't
maybe. I wouldn't be surprised.
know. Rev, what's going on? Welcome in. What was your first experience, Mo?
Oh, I feel like now that I'm older, I don't really recall like my very first experience. I do remember having dreams where I would be exhausted when I woke up. And then dreaming about people having conversations with me as a kid that I don't ever recall meeting. Like they would sit down and like have conversations with me. I remember meeting like other little kids and like be at a park sitting on a swing set talking to other little kids. And sometimes they would look like they were from like different time periods a little bit. I remember the only one that I remember vividly, there was a little girl and she was really fair skinned, really long, like brownish blonde hair. She had it tied back in a bow. And she had, I'm not gonna lie, that dress was ugly as hell. My goodness.
Ugh.
Um,
Not you
but
dressing the little bitch, little ghost bitch, dress. That's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't feeling the dress. It was just one of those that had like one of those crazy patterns, and it was like green and gold, and it had like these
Ew.
frilly things, and she had like the little frilly socks on with she just looked like she was from a different time. Because at the
Yeah.
time I was maybe like 6, and the dress that she had on was definitely giving like this was somebody's child in like maybe the early 80s. Like it was just I
Oh,
wasn't sure
okay.
what was going on. Yeah. So when she was sitting there talking to me and she was like, "Yeah, I'm from this town and I haven't seen my mommy and daddy in a really long time." And I was just asking her questions like, "Oh, well, how long have you been at the park?" And it was just stuff like that. When I woke up, I was exhausted. But I mean, as I got
Hi, sis.
older, I feel like the experiences that I had of like seeing things and not really being too sure of like what was going on probably up until I was about 11. I do recall being at my great grandparents' house, and I think I did figure out who that spirit was.
Oh, okay.
I remember I want to say I was like 9. I had spent the summer at my great grandparents' house, so I was there the entire summer. That's an old house. That house was built in like the 1920s, I think, and they had that house like since they got married, and that the house got history. But long story short, I remember it was only a 3-bedroom house, really small, not a whole lot going on.
Shout out to
Like
everybody
they
that's been
also
there.
didn't have like an AC unit. So this is how
What's
you
up,
know
sis?
house
Heartless.
old
This is
as
Second
shit.
Life.
So when I would be there, I would stay in the
Thank you
back
for the shares.
bedroom,
I appreciate you.
and I ever since I was little, I would notice that the door that was back there, to that door only, sometimes it would like open and close slightly. Now, when I would ask my mom about it, she would be like, "Oh, it's probably just like a breeze coming through the house that's like pushing the door." And I was like, "Nah, that doesn't seem like a air thing because mind you, there's no AC that's circulating throughout the house. They have a swamp cooler, but when I tell you, you can only feel it when you're sitting in front of it in the living room. If you step 3 feet away from that hole, you feel nothing but heat." So I was like, nah, that don't, even as a kid, I was like, that don't make no sense. So
And you was always smart, baby.
I was just like, yeah, no, I'm not, what you trying to tell me, just logically, that's not making any sense. So I remember they had a computer in that back room, and I would spend my days when my friends had other stuff to do during the day. I would just be back there typing up stories because that's what I used to do back in the day. And
Oh.
I remember it was annoying me because the door kept like, it would like open like an inch and then close back, open like an inch and then close back. And I was like, I kept staring at it. And then for a second, it stopped. And I was like, huh, I wonder why you stopped. Now that I'm sitting here staring at the door, why did it stop? And then as soon as I diverted my attention back to the screen, it started to do it again. So I was like, hell no, what is going on?
Right.
So I stared at the door again. And then the last time I stared at it, it stayed open for like a few minutes. And I was like, huh. And then I put my attention back at the screen, and then it shut and opened again. And I turned around to the door and I was like, can you stop? And when I kid you not, the door shut. It never did that shit again after that. It never did that shit. And I was like, no, that was somebody doing that. Like,
that
who
was definitely
that?
some fucking body.
Yeah, because it did it all the time, like day and night. It would just do it. Kid you not. So like, I remember talking to my mom about it. Like,
attention sometimes. Absolutely, they do.
Yeah,
they do.
And so
yes, to be acknowledged. Yes.
Yeah. So when I remember my mom came to the house like a week later and she was spending the night. So she slept in that room with me. And I told her about the door situation. And I was like, let me know if you see that this door open and closes again. And she was like, yeah, no, it hasn't done it. Like, and I was like, see, I told you I'm not tripping. So I asked my mom, I was like, who do you think like that spirit? Like, do you think it's like somebody who's family? Do you think that this is like just a spirit that's roaming? Because it seemed to only be here. And I wasn't super familiar with like my full family history back then. And my mom did explain to me, like my great grandparents had a total of 9 kids, but growing up, I thought they only had 8, but they actually had a son that passed away really young, and they like never talked about him. None of my great aunts and uncles ever talked about him. So when I asked her about that, and my mom explained, like, you have another great uncle, he passed away when he was like 2, yada yada yada. And I was like, oh, maybe that's who that was.
Maybe that was.
Yeah. And then I felt
yelled
bad.
At that little ghost.
I done yelled at the baby.
Crazy.
I done yelled at the baby, and the baby never came back. So then I felt like shit.
Oh no.
Crazy time. Yeah.
She done yelled at the little ghost.
I done yelled at the baby. I done yelled at the baby. Ah, I'm a monster.
That little ghost baby said, "Where?"
No, for real. And then left that door alone and never came back. I was like, oh, damn. Oh, damn.
Jackson Bobby. That was him. That was him just like leaving on. That was him leaving. That was him leaving.
Oh my God. Yeah. Crazy times. Crazy times.
I have so many like stories with spirits and so on. And so Callum, what's going on? Welcome in. I have so many stories. We got lurkers in the building. Monica's Magical Creations, I appreciate you for coming in. Welcome in. Shout out to everybody that is now tuning in. This is Peach Tea Podcast here on Second Life. I am Peaches and this is Mo. We're here just telling things that happen when the lights go out, baby. That's the episode today, episode 10. We're talking about when the lights go off. Yeah.
My jingle. Yeah.
Thank you. What other story? Dang, there was another. There's so many stories. A lot of people don't really believe in the spirit stuff and or whatever the case is, and it's like I don't want to have to try to make somebody believe. It's kind of hard. For many years of my life, it's raggedy shit. For many years of my life, I definitely was like so scared to tell people that I see spirits, that I hear them, all that whole bunch of stuff. Like I was so fucking scared, like because of the judgment. I didn't want people to just be like, "Oh, bitch, you's a nut job." Like it's when I didn't want that because I knew in the chorus of my core, like this was legit. This is really fucking happening in real time. There's no way with a lot of the stories that I've encountered or the things that I've encountered, I would have known if it wasn't for spirits. They tell me shit about people that I don't know.
Yeah.
So how the fuck am I knowing shit about these people? You know what I'm saying? And it be like intimate little details and stuff. Like, it's real crazy.
Man, they be coming to you with stuff to say.
Now with you going through portals, how you scared of the toilet? Hello? Whoa.
The person who
Be
was
scared
going
of the
through at the toilet.
used to be scared of the toilet. That's kind of crazy.
I mean, I want to know the backstory of what happened that caused you to be scared of the toilet.
Let us
Now
know.
I'm curious.
Let us know for our
Yeah,
let us know.
let's know. Share with the class.
Right. And Jan said, go ahead and tell it.
I need to know what was
Right.
going on.
Let me tell. So we had somebody tell us a story. Well, submit a story. And I'm just gonna put it out there. It was Jazz. Yeah, it was Jazz. AKA Tyler Bleach in the chat. Yeah, just put her out there. It's okay.
That's crazy.
Look,
What is?
she laughing. Jazz, do you want to tell the story yourself? Cause you can.
I could tell it.
All right, let
Let
me
me
zoom
get my
in.
popcorn. Yeah.
I'm gonna zoom my camera over to the audience right now. Everybody in the
Bruh.
audience, check them out. Oh no, Rue didn't reload in yet. Oh, look at this motherfucker, dapper down, Phantom of the Opera.
Go away, bruh. All right, so most people don't know this, but I work at a federal prison, right? So
boogity, that's
prison.
the scary part. No, I'm just
This one. So the prison that I work at is on a military base. So it used to be the military hospital. We took over it, and now it's a federal hospital prison. Okay, so the shit was built somewhere between 1940 to 1950. All right. It meant to a women's prison in 1994. So you imagine all the people that's done died in between
absolutely
the military hospital to the motherfuckers that's done died while they've been in prison. All right. It's been a lot of stories that my friends have had. They done told me about them, and I'm like, that shit ain't never happened to me. Blase. Okay. I'm sitting at work. I'm in control, and it's a normal night. I'm in there by myself, lights off, all this stuff, got the radio on, music playing. Sitting there, and I got a lieutenant who decides to come up early, and 30 minutes early. Now, he already on my nerves because I can't stand him. He do too much. He done came in 30 minutes early, walking around bald in me. Okay, he balled in the hell out of me because I like my quiet time. I like to be alone. He in his keys jingling. He walking around and touching shit. Sit down, okay? The radio done turned down, and I hear static. And then I hear like little whispers, and I'm like, "What going on?" I'm thinking I'm tripping. After about 30 seconds, they go back to being regular. He get to tapping his feet all off beat and shit, working my nerves. Cause now I'm like, "What the fuck?" Okay, I'm ready for you to go. Now
not the
we
foot
done
taps off beat.
listen. He tapping his foot right, but I don't hear the music no more. It's back to static. Okay, and I'm hearing whispers, and I'm looking at the radio like, the hell going on? I'm looking between him, and I'm looking between the lieutenant, and I'm looking between the radio, and I'm like, this motherfucker still tapping his feet like he can hear the fucking music, and I don't hear shit except for static and little whispers, right? So I'm like, nah, we not about to do this shit tonight. We're not doing it. Okay, I sit back down. It goes back to normal. We count. He leaves. Go out. I start moving my radios. I move my radios from one side to the other side for when people come in. As I'm moving these radios, I get to the windows by the front, and I kind of am turned to the side. So out the corner of my eye, I see a dark shadow, and then that motherfucker runs at the window. And stops at the window. When I look up, it's not there. Now, I done went off because listen, I don't have time for the bullshit. And I already told somebody told me like, you ain't supposed to cuss at him. You ain't supposed to talk. Fuck that. Listen, you want to come talk to me, bitch, come talk to me. Use your words. Don't come at me running and shit because listen, you can't fight. Okay. We cannot fight. If you want to talk, you use your words. If you can't talk, you send somebody that can. Don't start this bullshit.
That's
If you don't want to
crazy.
talk, you can get the fuck on. You leave me the fuck alone, and I'm gonna do my job, and you go ahead and go on do what you gonna do. But leave me the fuck alone.
The crazy thing is they're very compliant. Like if you ask them to stop or if you tell them to do something, but you have to do it with force and command because or else they'll just keep with the bullshit, to be honest. But you gotta tell them, nah, chill out, my guy.
Listen, and they left me alone.
There you go. There you go. The running up, I just pictured that in my head, and that was Max. Nah.
The run up is crazy.
Yeah, the run up is crazy. Yeah, what is you like? What are you doing? Like, it's a runner, it's a track star. I ain't with it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Thank you, Jazz, for your story. I
Yes, thank you
appreciate
for sharing.
And look at these
You're
sexy
welcome.
motherfuckers over here. Look at Ash and Rule from the Rump Shakers. Hi guys. You guys look amazing. I love them. You're all great.
Yes,
Yeah,
our
let's
girls. Yes.
Yes. Man, ain't no way. Run up,
Yeah,
get
that-
done up, little spirit bitch. The fuck? I'll hook off on your ass real quick. Whop, 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 whop.
You stupid. Oh my god.
Nah, that's scary. I ain't
that's
with that.
wild.
I ain't with that at all.
That is wild for
I'm
sure.
gonna click that 2 times because I need both.
Thankfully, I've been able to avoid spirits in the workplace. I know back when I used to work for the state, we had it was an old mental hospital that closed down in like the 70s, and for whatever reason the state bought that building and renovated it to turn it into it's a long story, but the horror stories that I would hear from all the people who had to go to that office for training, or they work at that office all the time, like they would say sometimes the elevators would stop and they would hear whispers, or they would see people like running down the hallway, like just shadows. Crazy stuff. Like, nah, I would have quit my job if I ever saw that at work. So shout out to you, baby, because baby, I would have put in my notice immediately. You will not see me tomorrow, okay?
Exactly. Oh, Ming Lee, I had to do that to the spirit of your father. Why? He was bothering you? Your dad was out here just messing with you. Dead edits. What's going on? Welcome in. Oh, we not in Discord. But I'll come in Discord so that way you can tell your story. I'm going in there now. Teedly. Shoofly. I'm in podcast. Man, crazy business. The spirits are real. Ghosts are real. All of that is very much real, you guys. Y'all have to understand, like, we can't be the only ones living in this plane. We can't be the only ones living at all. Like, there's no such thing. Oh, my fucking zombie thing just scared the shit out of me. I was like, what the fuck was that in my ear? Baby, don't do that! Not at this time! Please. I was scared. You know what's crazy? All these years with this I'm gonna call it a gift of being a medium.
Hear me?
Yeah, all the sorta.
Yeah, sorta. Can you hear me now?
Background. You got. Yeah, for terminating. Caller,
Okay.
are you there?
Wait.
Are you there?
Wait. Okay. This is trippy.
Yeah, turn me down, girl.
This is trippy.
Okay,
I'm gonna just talk.
everybody.
I did.
Oh, I hear echo.
I did. Oh, I hear echo. Wait. I know what it is. Wait.
That's your tablet? That's yours?
Yes, that's mine.
I got my own tablet.
Oh, the baby.
Right?
No, I'm not.
Who that?
Oh, y'all hear? I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm on my iPad and my Discord is
I
like
don't hear
always.
you. I don't hear
Nah,
me now.
white chicken.
You don't hear you don't hear echo.
No, I don't hear my echo no more.
Okay, so
You do sound muffled and you sound far though. Caller, I'm gonna need you to get it together, caller.
no, for real, no, for real. It's
What up,
tripping. I don't
gentlemen?
know. Wait. Let me try something. Let me try something right quick.
Well, you sound clear now.
Natalie, what's going on? Yeah, it sound clear as hell. Fan, what's going on? Welcome in, welcome
Wait a
in.
minute.
Thank you so much for the likes. I appreciate you. Yeah, you good now? You
Is
good
that
now,
better?
Ming Lee? Yeah, it's Ming Lee, everybody from the Rum Shakers, everybody. Ming Lee in the building. And
Yes.
I hear me in the background. Alicia, what's going on?
What's
Welcome
up?
in.
I don't know why it's doing that.
You know what? Hang up and call back in later.
Okay.
That's Ming Lee, everybody.
I'm crying.
I'm screaming. You know what's crazy? With being mediums and seeing ghosts and all that whole bunch of stuff comes a little bit of psychic a bit. Who the fuck opening doors and stuff? What y'all got going on? Comes a little bit of psychic abilities and all that whole bunch of stuff and tapping up into these gifts that everybody has. Ramona, what's going on? Welcome in. Who the fuck is opening and closing doors? What's going on?
What do you hear? Because I don't hear anything.
The doors. Did somebody come in? Oh, it's Booby. Booby in the building. Another rum shaker. Hey.
Oh, hey, Booby.
Amelia in the building. What's going on? All I heard was door. But with all of that comes a lot of psychic abilities and like astral projection and knowing when something's about to happen before it happens. That's another thing. You know what's crazy? Because of course me and Mo talk about stuff like this all the time and shit. I be testing her. I'll test Mo like mad random. I'll be like real quick because when you tapped in and it shouldn't be nothing. I'll just randomly be like, hey, what color is my shirt? Or what color is my bed sheets? Or whatever, like real random. And you know what's crazy? Mo be hitting this shit every fucking time. Mo be tapped
Or sometimes
in.
I get super close.
Yeah,
Sometimes
you
I get
super
close. Yeah.
Yeah. And reality travel. What you mean? That's getting on the bus. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that because I delete. Mo.
How you doing?
You're
That's what
fucking
it
stupid.
is. That's reality travel for me, baby. Getting on the bus. Getting on the train. What you talking about? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to Playing with Peaches. Oh my god. We're talking
She's
about
so
spooky
stupid,
shit. That's what it is. Did you have SL muted? She not on SL, so how she gonna have SL muted? She just went into Discord. Shifting your subconscious to another reality. Is that what it is? Oh. Yeah. But yes, it comes a lot of stuff. But I be dead ass like quizzing her. But like, hey, what color is my shirt? And she be like, yeah, Mo, what color is my shirt right now?
You know, I'm not gonna lie. You caught me off
Yeah,
guard.
you off. Yeah, you off. I felt it. I felt it.
The way I'm over here trying to see about this boba, I'm not gonna hold you.
This motherfucker. Goddamn boba. Spooky drinks.
I was it sounded good. I had to see about it. Let me see.
What's another ghostly encounter? I guess I could share a more recent thing. This was when I was in college. This is more recent than anything else. I was in college, right? And I was working for this professor, and I go in the office and I'm chilling. I mean, you know what I'm doing me, sitting there, cracking jokes with the professor, all that whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? Then my some girl comes in, random. Some girl comes in, and he was like, "Now where the hell you been?" Talking about my professor. The professor I work for, he was like, "Oh, where the hell you been?" She was like, she explained like, "Oh, I had to go. I mean, I wasn't in because my uncle passed away and this, that, and the fourth, XYZ, blah, blah, blah." So
Oh.
she's explaining. We was like, "Oh, that's so sad. I'm so sorry to hear that." She gave him, one of those, I call them dead cards, them deaf cards, whatever. So she gave him one of those, and I looked at it, and I was like, "Oh, he was mad handsome too." And she was like, "Yeah," she laughed or whatever, XYZ, blah. All right, puts it in the desk. End of the day, the day goes on, and I'm like, that was like the farthest thing from my mind. I go home and I go to sleep. The next thing you do, the next thing that happens is this man, her uncle, invaded my damn dream, and he told me to tell her. He said, "Can you please tell my niece, I want her to know there was nothing more she could have done. She did everything that she could to help me, and I'm very grateful for her, and I just want her to know I love her, and there was nothing that she could have done. This was already written." And I was
Oh.
like, "But how?" And I told him in my dream, I said, "But how am I supposed to tell her? I don't even know if I'm gonna see her again, even though it's college. Who she could come in the office at any given fucking time or whatever the case is." He was like, "No, you'll see her." I left out. I mean, that dream. I woke up, and I just knew that I was going to see her on Monday when we came back. Sure enough, Monday came back. She walked in the office. And it was at the right fucking time too, because it was like where the professor was going to teach his class. So he 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 was rushing everybody out and pushing them out the door because I was the only one to be left in there or whatever. And he was like, "I gotta go teach my class," and they was all in there for him anyway because he was like the cool counselor ish. And
Mhm.
they was like, "All right." And he pushing them out, and I grabbed her before she got pushed out, and I was like, "I need to talk to you for a second. Do you know how fucking scary it is to tell somebody that you know
Right.
that you seen the uncle, and you have to share this kind of message to somebody who you never knew in fucking ever?" So
Right.
um so I she was like, "Yeah, what's up, what's going on?" So she sat down, and I to give somebody a message they probably ain't ready for that part too. So I sat her down, I closed the door, and I told her, I said, "Listen, I know it's gonna sound real crazy, but I I guess you could say I'm a medium, and that day that you came in, I had a dream about your uncle. He came in my dream and he told me to tell you XYZ." Immediately, as soon as I told her, she bust out crying. Like,
Oh.
you could feel like the weight lifted right off of her. She was like, "Oh my god!" She started boohooing so cry like hard. I felt so bad for her. What's up, Peach? So I felt so bad for her, and she was like, "Listen, I was holding on to that. I felt like I could have did more for him because he ended up having cancer." And I guess she felt like she wasn't there enough for him. That was her favorite uncle. And she felt like she wasn't there enough because she was working and she's going to school, and and she felt like there was something more that she could have done. And I was like, "Nah, he said this was already written, like it was nothing more that you could have done, and he's very thankful for everything that you have done." And she was crying so fucking hard. She was like, "You don't know, I needed to hear that. I needed to hear that." She was like, "Is he
Yeah.
okay?" I was like, "Baby, he came to me smiling, so he's good. He's chilling." Like, he's good. And then she had to call his wife, and she called the wife, and she told him, and the wife was crying on the phone, and she put me on the phone with the wife, and I'm talking to her, and I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Did he have any other messages for me?" And I was like, "Not that I know of." I mean, he didn't say anything. He just needed it. It was the opportunity for her because she needed that at that moment because that's who I
Yeah.
ran into. And then she was like, okay, whatever, XYZ, blah, 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 blah. Don't
Yeah.
you know a week passed and the wife came and I knew she was coming?
Hmm.
I got off the phone. As soon as I got off the phone with her, she went to class. She cleared her, dried her eyes, whatever the case is. I was like, yeah, the wife's coming. That was the immediate thing, the gut feeling, the wife's coming. I was sitting in the office by myself. Professor wasn't there, and I hear some lady talking to the lady in the next office before getting into my office because there was somebody there. So soon as I heard that voice, I don't know what it was, but I got up and I looked at her in through the door, and she was like, "Oh, you're so and so," and I was like, "Yeah," and she was like, "I'm XYZ." I was like, "I know who you are." Like I just knew. And she was like,
Yeah.
"Oh," she was like, "You do?" And then whatever. And she was like, "Yeah." She was like, "I just had to come and see you because you gave that message to my niece and XY, blah 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 blah, whatever." And then of course that opened up the door for him to come through and say stuff to her. So she got her message as well from him, and he was just like sharing little moments to validate that this is him. Like they went on a cruise and he showed me that they went on a cruise, and he was like hanging over the side of it watching the water, and she was looking at him, like that kind of stuff. Like it was just little stuff, and he told her where he wanted his urn, stuff of that nature. And he loved her, loved everybody. They always come with massive love and just peace and all that whole bunch of stuff. So that was one of the more recent, should I say. But yeah, I felt really bad to tell tell her that though, because I felt like
Right.
like it's not cringy, but it's just like, oh, I don't want her to think like, oh, this bitch is a fucking widow.
Yeah. But like you
Yeah.
said, it depends on if people are open to it as well. So,
Mm-hmm.
and
And
it
it
could
just so
just be
happened.
that the timing of it all, maybe if she would have met you first before the niece got to you, she may have not been as open to receive it.
Well, she said that she believes in that kind of stuff anyway, so she was probably whatever. She was like, "Oh, he hasn't come in my dream," and I was like, That's another thing, guys. Like when spirits pass away, let me tell y'all, when spirits pass away, they will only come to you if they know that you are absolutely willing to see them, and that time has. Let me see. Not that time has to pass, so to speak, but when people pass, they have to learn their lessons that they didn't learn on this earth, and then when they pass, they have to go ahead and learn those lessons, and then they're free to move about how they want until they. This is my belief that they are then going into their next life, into the reincarnation, because I heavy believe in reincarnation. So they do what they do until then. Chef Chris, what's going on? So
What is that, velvet?
when they come to terms with their death, because a lot of them don't. There's a lot of people that just don't understand and don't get it, and like what's going on, XYZ, blah blah blah. But when they visit you in your dream, you have to be completely open to it for them to come through. I know there's a lot of spirits that don't really want to come through because they know that it'll freak you the fuck out. Like, oh baby, let me not pop up right now, because if I do that, this motherfucker gonna. And then it's gonna make them fall back, and it's like I don't want to scare them, because they don't want to hurt you, they don't want to harm you, they don't want to scare you, they don't want to do that, because this is love coming through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's just a lot going on all at once and
Right.
trying to throw you for a loop.
Wait, him and me with the government. Who's the firm to give somebody a message? They probably ain't ready for it, right? The only person I ever wanted to hear from was my big mama, but my wife told me she is on the other side and ain't coming back over here. That's funny. Nick came to me immediately, less than a week after he passed. He visits me frequently in my dreams. That's good, yeah. Because it's nothing but love. The energy never dies, and that's all that spirit is. That's
Right.
all that ghosts are. They're just energy, and that never dies. You can never take somebody's energy, really. Like that shit. Our vessels, our body, long gone. but that energy, that soul energy is always going to be there, and that's never going to go. And it always recognizes the other person or the other soul. It's not that they recognize, oh, hey, I know this person because whatever, not by face. They know your energy. They know your energy is familiar to them. Souls are very familiar with each other. So when you pass over, they know your soul, they know your energy, so they're gonna come and they're gonna be like, oh, hey, what's good, how you doing, what's up, I'm over here on the other side eating fried chicken, chilling with Mike.
Not eating fried chicken, please.
Eating fried chicken, chilling with Michael Jackson.
Please, I'm weak.
Then all you hear is hee hee in the background, Mike. But
You
Chef Chris,
stupid.
Chef Chris, thank you so much for that daily heart me. I appreciate you. Anna, what's going on? Nia S Way, what's going on? Welcome in, welcome in. Shout out to everybody. We got 13 in the building. Suki, what's going on? Welcome in. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. You guys are amazing. We're having such a great conversation. Oh, I don't know if you want to share another ghost story, Mo, or
I can. I don't
yeah,
mind.
do
I
it.
mean, I'll pick a shorter one. I mean, considering we're on SO, I mean, I have had one dream about one person in particular from this space. Me and one of my former very, very close friends unfortunately had passed away a handful of years ago. This was, during like peak COVID. And she passed away really, really unexpectedly. And I mean, I don't really talk about it as often just because it's okay for me to talk about it now, but it took me a while because it was really, really painful. But I will say that me and Tay, is what we'll call her, me and Tay had been online friends for probably over like 10, 11 years at
Let
that
him bite your
point.
butt.
Well, yes, let them bite your butt, sis. Yes. But yeah.
That's how me and Mo know each
Um
other, because of her.
yeah, we actually met through her. And
Yeah,
you know, love my friend down, don't get me wrong. She was definitely a firecracker and a rambunctious personality.
very much
Um
so.
but you know, towards the end of her time in this space with me and our other friends, things were pretty rocky. I won't necessarily say that friendships were ending, but things were just changing and the friend group wasn't really getting along very well at the time. And I was having conversations with her about trying to fix things just because it didn't feel right to me. I'm very much like the mediator kind of friend. When things start to fall apart, I want to figure out why things are happening to see if we can salvage it before it gets too far. But if it gets too far, I'm definitely the friend that will be like, fuck it. If this is just where it's gonna be, leave it where it's at. But I hate to see things fall apart. So I'm gonna do my best to prevent it
Absolutely.
from getting there.
Right.
So I was trying to facilitate conversations and, you know, have her be open to things. She was saying things to people more so that was like out of just like old anger, things that happened like years ago that she hadn't let go.
What's up,
And I was
Ebony?
getting on her case, like,
Smoking
let
my
that go,
BZ,
have
what's
a
good?
conversation and, let bygones be bygones. She wasn't really feeling it. She was really just trying to stand on her like fuck everybody. And I was just like, well, in most cases I would agree with you, but I feel like you're not being fair. Like you have to take some responsibility for the things that you do and the things that you say to people and be open
Mm-hmm.
to people responding to what you have to say. Like you can't just,
It
say what you
definitely
want
was
and not care.
it was a weird time.
Yeah, it was a very weird time for the friend group. And, unfortunately, she got really sick. And before I knew it, she was gone. Like, I was getting word from her mom that she wasn't well. And I was talking to her roommate at the time, trying to find her because I hadn't heard from her in a couple of days. And when I finally was able to get a response from the roommate and her mom and her sister, they let me know, like, what happened and that she was gone. And I was fucking devastated. Like I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even the type to like be on the internet arguing and fighting with motherfuckers, but when it came to
Mm-hmm.
her, couldn't nobody tell me nothing. Like I didn't give a fuck if she said the worst shit to you. I was like, you're not gonna sit here in my presence and talk shit about my friend. I don't give
Yeah.
a damn. Like just because y'all was beefing like that, I'm not saying that she was right or wrong for what she said or how she treated people because nobody's perfect. But y'all not about to sit around and bash my friend. And you know, it took maybe about 2 weeks after she passed for her to come to me. And it was so crazy because most dreams that I have usually happen in some kind of setting. Like I'm outside somewhere, I'm in a building somewhere. This was by far the oddest dream I ever had. But I think it's because it's the context of our friendship. We never met in person. We've been on FaceTime, we've been on the phone, yada, yada, yada. But we never met in person because she's been my online friend on games for so long. And literally in my dream, it was just a black empty room. Like, and it had two chairs and a single spotlight. And when I walked into the room, she was sitting in one of the chairs. So I walked up to her and sat in the chair. I didn't touch her, but I sat in the other chair and I faced towards her and I didn't say anything because I was waiting to see if she had something to say. And immediately she looked up at me and her eyes immediately started to like well up and she was like crying so hard. She was like, I'm so sorry. Like, you were right. I shouldn't have fought with you the way that I fought. And I was like, I don't want you to hold on
Mm-hmm.
in this space thinking that I'm angry with you or that any of us are angry with you. I literally had to tell her
Yeah.
these past 2 weeks without you, dealing with our friend group and having to be there for each other and be like, we're not even really mad at her, we just wanted her to make better choices.
Yes.
And that
Yes.
was that was the hardest part about it because it's like her life was changing really really fast and I wanted her to make good choices and figure out life on her own because that was the first time she was really doing something for herself. And I
Yeah.
know how scary that can be when you don't have any guidance.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it is really bittersweet, but ultimately, like I let her know, I was like, we love you so much. I don't want you to leave your spirit to leave here because I feel like you're gonna get another chance. I was like, you're gonna get another chance to do it right. You're so young, you're so bright. You literally had your whole life ahead of you. And I feel like it got cut short because of the decisions that you were making. And, you know, don't stay here thinking that we hate you because we love you so much. We literally said those things to you out of love. You needed
Mm-hmm.
tough love.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I woke up so drained from that fucking dream, but I was glad that she
Yes.
came because I was waiting to hear from her because literally it was like we spoke, I checked on her, and she was sick and she didn't sound like herself. And I was like,
Yeah.
but she sounds like she's in good spirits. And literally within 3 days, she was gone. So I was so glad. I think it took her a while to find me, I think. But
Or to
when
make
she
peace with
did,
whatever, because it
yeah.
takes them time for them to.
Yeah, it does take them time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when she did, I was just like, girl, do not stay here thinking the worst of yourself because we care about you. We know you. We know you're not perfect. We never expected you to be. We just wanted to be you to be good to yourself and good to other people a little bit more often.
I
So,
feel as though
I
you
hope
kind
she
of
got
had
her do
to.
over.
Yeah.
I think so too. I think she needed to hear it from me because, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the last conversation that we had, even though, well, the conversation prior to me checking
No,
on her,
that was.
that
I
wasn't the
think. I
greatest
think.
conversation.
I think you were part of it. I think the other part is her mom,
Yeah, I think so
and I
too.
hope that she had that conversation with her too.
I truly hope so too.
Yeah,
I truly hope so too. Yeah,
because
because
that
it was
that
really
that
heavy.
would kind of make it linger a little bit.
Yeah, I was like, girl, please. I was like, I feel like you got another opportunity to, maybe be born into a
Absent 90, what's
situation
going
where
on?
you get a little bit more love and you can be taught to love yourself and, people look out for
That was a
you.
good dream. That was a
Yeah,
good
it
dream.
was. It was a really good dream.
That was a good
And I
dream.
was
It
like,
was sad.
yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah, it was sad as fuck,
Cause
but
she was when I tell y'all, she was fucking hilarious. She was
literally one of the funniest
hilarious.
people I've ever met.
She was so damn dumb. She I don't know why she chose me to be her mother, baby, because she was crazy.
Yes,
She was
but
a
we had a good
yeah,
time.
we
We
did
had
have
a
a good
good
time,
time. We had a good run.
and I'm glad because it brought me you and son. So I'm glad she
Right,
pieced that together.
right.
Shout out to the spirits making shit shake.
Yes, okay. Making
Making
big
shit.
shit shake.
Yeah, they be doing they big ones by leading people into y'all lives. Y'all don't know that too. A lot of spirits do that. They lead what they feel is best for you into your life. They help you when shit comes in clutch, like, oh, say you ain't got no money or some shit like that. You always end up like somehow, some way, some shit will make its way into your life. Like, oh, say you needed $50 and here comes 100, and you like, damn, I really needed this. I don't know how it got here in this nick of time, but it be spirits really looking out, and it be real clutch.
Indeed.
They do big ones. That speaking of that stuff like that, that's my mom. They be coming in clutch for Cookie. They love
I
Cookie
love
on.
that for her.
They love Cookie. They be doing their big one for her. Shout out Cook the Crook.
Yes, love her down.
That's Cook the Crook right there.
Okay.
Oh, you wanted to talk about that ghost app thing. That ghost app, the ghost detector. I was telling
What
Pooh
is
about
that,
it too.
velvet?
Chef Chris coming in with some
I mean, I just came across a video where a lady, I think she's in the UK somewhere. I don't think she's in London per se.
Thank you.
But long story short, she's like, she figured out that the house that she bought is haunted, but she kind of figured out like the spirits that be in her home, they kind of come and go. It's like she has like 5 or 6 that
Not these
rotate.
motherfuckers be going out and going to work and shit and going to the clubs and
I
then
just,
come home. What type of
yeah, because
shit?
she will literally be having full conversations with them. And, she'll be like, oh, this is so and so. You haven't been here in like a week. Where you been? So they clearly have lives if they choose to have one. Because they
Yeah.
be gone. They be gone as hell. So
You know what I was wondering too? You know how well, I don't know if it's everybody, but I always used to wonder, this is off topic from the thing, we're going to get back to the ghost app. But I always used to wonder, and I don't know if it's everybody else, how do ghosts be traveling, so to speak? Like
I mean,
how they could be with me and you at the same time, type shit. But
you know,
you gotta like I heard, not from spirit, because there's some stuff that I ask them, they just don't want to answer. They just be like, bitch, you'll find out when you get here yourself, or whatever, whenever that is. But there's some stuff, or maybe it's just because I'm not that powerful. Oh, y'all trying to play me?
or maybe it's just a
Wow.
matter of it's
Oh,
too complex to explain.
it's me. I said, whoa, 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 whoa. They trying to play me.
Right.
Nah.
They be looking at you
Nah.
like, girl, you asking too many
They
questions.
do.
Ah.
I know. Yo, I know my spirit guides are sick of me, bruh. I know they be like, this fucking bitch. I know they be tired of my shenanigans and my oh god, that's that third realm type shit. I know they be too sick of me. But yeah, but what I was told is that it's like they do like a thing where they could split they self, or split their soul, or split the energy. So that's how they're
I mean,
able
that would make
to,
sense.
yeah, they split energy so that way they could be um and you know what, that kind of makes sense too, because oh, excuse me, I was when I was doing my self healing, or my shadow work, I had got into that guy, that astro guy. Remember I told you about him, and he does like
Hmm.
past life regressions, where he makes you visit a past life that's tied into your current life, that is like the same problem that you keep facing in every life that you just can't fix. So he kind of makes you go back to that life to fix it, or to come to grips with it, or to make peace with it, so that way you can move forward and live better and get this right in this lifetime. So I was watching him, and he was basically saying that the I don't know how it is, but the energy of like some people's energy can be like spread out and can be in multiple places. So that kind of
That
makes
makes sense.
sense. It makes sense
Yeah.
now. It's like a lot of stuff that's I be piecing together and stuff like that, and it be like oh, okay, like it's just validating, because if it's more than one person saying it, then it got to be true. If it's more than one person on that same whatever,
If we're getting a consensus, it seems more,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
seems more
So like,
plausible.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, now that makes sense. But that ghost app, back to that ghost app shit, bruh. That's kind of valid. There's this app on the iPhone, and I'm assuming that it's on the other one too. The what's the other shit? The whatever the fuck.
The Google
Anyway,
shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
that one. Yeah, the non iPhone users. They have they have an app, and it's called Ghost Detector. Now on there, if you pay for, I don't know if you pay for whatever or whatever. Anyway, they have this thing on there. It's a radar. It supposedly shows like the spirits that's in your area, like that's close to you. I don't too much believe that part, but there's another part on it where it has the Vox, where it's the voice automated thing, and they basically with spirit, because they are energy, they manipulate energy. So anything that has energy, they'll use it to manifest themselves to be able to speak or send messages to, which is why when they come to visit me and Mo, we get drained, because they're pulling energy in order to tell us stuff. So when they do that, that's why you watch them ghost shows, like, and like the electronics get drained. It's because they're pulling the energy from all of that stuff. They're pulling
They
all
gotta
of
get
that.
it from somewhere.
They gotta get it
Yeah.
from somewhere, so that way they can manifest and show you what you're working with. You know what I'm saying? Poodle, please. uh and then yeah, oh yeah, because I forgot you're a non-iPhone user. Tisk. Anyway, but yeah, so wow, let's not do this here, not right now, okay? He said Apple is trash.
Apple is trash.
Wow,
Oh.
you just had to get on mic for that. This is crazy.
And then to turn his mic off and go back to work is crazy.
Oh, look at all these non-Apple people.
Exactly. Taste.
Oh, okay. You know what? Anyway, so I've used it a couple of times, and the first time that I used it, Spirit came through and was talking, and they was using it, and they it says like random words, so you're supposed to leave it on long enough for it to get used to the energy in the room for them to use it. I can't really remember the first time, but I remember the second time that I used it. It was my mother and my father's anniversary, and I left my phone detector on, the ghost detector, and I left it in my room. And at this time, my dumbass, I always go to the laundry like at 3:00 in the morning. So, me and my ex at the time, I left my phone on. I took the laundry. I dipsy the fuck doodle. We was at the laundromat for like a couple of hours because we had mad shit. Because I wasn't only washing my stuff. So we so then we get to the laundromat, and it's quiet in the room, and whatever the case is. So I come back, put the clothes away, and I finally get to my phone. So I was like, let me go through and check, because they give you the list of words. So I'm scrolling through the words, and in that list was my father's name. And I immediately busted out crying, because it was like, what? And it was just the sheer fact that it came just to let us know, because even though I have this gift of speaking to them, I don't know what it is, I always question, even though I know I'll be questioning, because maybe it's because I don't or see or hear from him often. I'm like, dang, is you still here? Like, is you around? Like, you okay? Is you eating hot dogs?
Yeah.
Like, I be
Not
doing.
is you eat hot dog.
Cause I just be wondering, like, are you chilling with Mike, Dad? Like, what's going on? Cause that,
Yeah.
like, so to see his name on their anniversary, and then I went in there and I was like, oh my God, Mom, like XYZ. I was like, oh, look, the thing, Daddy's here for your anniversary. He didn't, like, not even on the other side, this man did not forget the anniversary.
Okay.
This man said, I'm
So
going to
there's
come
no excuse.
through.
There's no
Yes. There's
excuse.
no excuse at all. There's no excuse at all. You motherfuckers better ship the fuck up. Wait, ship up,
Okay.
shape
The
up,
epitome
shape
of
up, or
if he
whatever.
wanted
Ah,
to, he will. The epitome of it. You have no excuse now. Do better, y'all. Do better.
Honestly, because this man came from the other side. He did a whole mantra. Tell me what's on night. I'm coming to your have dinner by candlelight. He came through. And then mommy started crying too, because she was like, oh yeah. Now that was a nice little anniversary gift for her, and
Right.
whatever. I always cry when shit like that happens.
That's love, y'all.
Yeah, that's real.
Mm.
That's real love. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. If he would hear, if he's listening to me right now, he's probably like, why you gotta curse?
I'm sure at this point he's probably used to it now. He just
Yeah,
be
but he
like,
don't
oh.
like it. He never wanted me to curse. What's going on, Gigi, Jessica, Shamika? What's going on? Welcome in, everybody, and shout out to all the lurkers that's out there. Black and Kale, how you doing? He should be. You would think he is. I think that if my father was alive, I wouldn't be cursing like that, because he never cursed. Well, not around me. He never cursed. Well, that's a lie. He might have said, like, he might let an ass or something slip or some shit like that, but yeah, he didn't want that for me. But yeah, that so if y'all interested, go ahead and get Ghost Detector in your app store and test it out and let me know how that goes for you. Let me know. Make sure it's absolutely quiet. Just put it in a quiet room and see the words that it pops up, because it be like a lot of shit that be like real crazy. If you want to sit in a quiet room too and just talk and ask questions and ask like who's here and things of that nature, if it's not scary. Me, baby, you're not gonna catch me doing that. I get enough with them coming to me. I'm not going to look for them. Sorry. I don't need that. Jess said nope. I don't know, man. I live next to a cemetery and funeral home. Oh, baby. Hell no.
Yeah. Yeah, that might be a lot for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember before we had moved here, we was looking for some place to live, and there was a apartment that opened up over a funeral home. My mother was like, "Yeah, I don't think that'll be a
Over
wise
a
choice."
funeral home.
Yeah, my mother was like, "I don't think that'll be a
Hell
wise choice for."
no.
She was like, "Could you imagine all the stuff that would be happening to Amanda? She would not get no sleep. Absolutely would not. I would not." Because that motherfucker's gonna be coming upstairs. They're gonna be trying to drink coffee. They're gonna be crying. I don't want to hear none of that. Nah, my mother knew. She does know. She know my gift. And she be like, hell no, I'm not gonna do that to her. I'm not gonna do that to her. She went and looked at it. She said it was dumb, but she wasn't gonna take it because she wasn't gonna do that to me.
Yeah.
They're going to be telling you about the outfit they family. Exactly. I don't got time for that. They're going to be sitting on my bed while I'm asleep. Going to be like, excuse me, can you get up? I just
no, excuse me, can you get up? I would be pissed. Hell nah.
Yeah, they're gonna be sitting there just and again, I told you every time I see them, they're smiling. Do you know how fucking scary that is to just pop up and see somebody sitting there smiling at you? Like, bitch, is you cool?
Yeah.
Wait, did what did did Tay talk? Like her mouth move when she was talking to you?
Yeah, she was talking. Like we had a
Oh
full
wow.
conversation.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
always interesting because they never talk. They always transmit through thought, like through my head.
Yeah.
Like when
No,
I
with
see them,
me
I
and
never.
her.
But then again, you was in the
Yeah.
dream too.
Yeah, it was a dream. But even when I had that dream about my grandma, like she spoke and we hugged.
That's crazy. You
So
in my dreams, they still don't talk.
yeah. I don't think I've ever had a dream where the only ones where I didn't talk to them is ones where like I was kind of like seeing things through their eyes, or like it was like a third person kind of view of what happened when they passed away or what
Mm,
was leading up to that.
yeah.
But usually for those, if they're just trying to show me something, they don't talk to me. But if it's somebody that I knew already, no, because I had to think about it. I was about to say I don't think my great grandfather spoke to me, but he did. He did.
That's crazy.
But
I never
he
heard
didn't talk
that.
to me till like well, I didn't speak back until the very end. Um and that's the dream. He basically like took me backwards through his life. Like he kept sending me in the
Mm.
store to like get stuff for him. And
Uh-huh.
every time I would come out, he was younger and younger.
Oh
And
wow.
then the last time that I saw him when I came out of the store, he asked me to go into the store to grab him something that I had never heard of or seen before. And I was like, what is that? So I went into the store to bring it out. And then when I came out, he was in this big, like, probably like 1950s, maybe 60s van. But he was in the back seat and I saw his siblings. That was the first time I ever saw his because I never met them.
Right.
Um, yeah, but he was young. He was maybe like 8 or 9. And I handed him the stuff through the window and he looked at me, he nodded his head and he said, okay, take care of yourself. And I said, you too. And then they drove off.
The audacity of him to come in your dream and fucking use you. That's wild business.
I think he just didn't know like how, because at the time I want to say I was like, my sister was already born. So I may have been like 14. But the way that he kind of viewed me, it's like I was ultimately like the baby of the family. Like my other cousins weren't really around like that. So I was
Yeah.
the closest to him as far as like the great grandkids. And um I didn't have any like solid father figures outside of him growing up. So like he did a lot for my mom. So he was always like present in my life. So I think, and I'm not gonna lie, I think too the reason why he took that approach is because when he was in hospice, I was missing a lot of school to like be there because we lived like an hour and a half away. So we would
Right.
always go to make sure because we at that point it was like we don't know what day he's gonna go. And I remember the last time I did go up there, I wasn't able to go up there again because I had final exams coming up and I didn't want to miss school for that. But that last time I did go, like I was just sitting there looking at him because it was so crazy because it's like he always had like this youthful sprite to him. Honestly, we don't even know how old that man passed away because he was born before black people received birth certificates. So
Oh,
he didn't
okay.
even know how old he was. Yeah. So
Okay.
my great grandma had one and she was born in 1922. So we don't know what year he was even born. He would just say that he was born the same year as my grandma because he didn't have anything. But yeah, he just always looked super youthful. Shout out to the
Yeah.
jeans. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that man didn't look a day over like 65. He looked great. Even in hospice, that skin was glowing and everything. I was like, this shit is crazy. I was just looking at him, but my whole life he's just always been an old man. So it's like I saw like very few pictures of him when he was younger.
Hmm.
Um and I mean, my family, like, they would tell me all the horror stories of how he used to be back when he was a spring chicken. And I never experienced that side of him when I was born. He was already an old, retired, like soft but firm old man. So I never saw all this crazy stuff they would talk about. So it was like when he took me back in time, it was like he was kind of just showing me like what he was like during, you know, his youth. Cause I literally saw him go back. I went inside that story like 6 times. I was like, damn, you could have just gave me the list and I would have brought everything the first time. Like the fuck? I was mad as hell that he kept sending me in that story.
I believe it. Bro, I remember one time I was asleep. My bed suddenly just dipped like a huge dent in my bed. Oh, they do that to me all the time. I think I've gotten used to that. I've definitely gotten used to them sitting and touching me and like tapping me when I'm asleep. Or they have this thing with fucking with my feet.
Really? That's
yeah,
crazy.
they like to like slap my foot when I'm asleep for some reason. I don't know. What
they said,
about.
wake that ass up.
Yeah, and I'd just be like, okay. I was like, okay, y'all could stop now. Hey, okay, what's going on? Welcome in.
To slap your feet is crazy though. I'd be offended.
Yeah, I hate it. I don't know why they do that. I'd be like, okay, what are you touching me for? Like, what's that about? Just talk. I don't understand. Just talk like y'all normally do. They also now more recently started like calling my name again for no reason. I don't get that. I'll get up.
They said they heard your name.
They'll call me and wake me out my sleep like mad hard, like real loud. They be like, Anna, and I'll be like, huh? I'll get up. I'll be like, Ma, you called me? And she was like, no. I'll be like, okay. She'd be like, tell them to stop calling you. I can't help it. I can't help it. But Spirit says, hey, what's good? What's going on? How y'all doing? Welcome in. Shout out to everybody that tuned in. We didn't really get to talk about a couple more things on our list. However, this was a great conversation, and this is something that still could be. There's so much more ghost stories that we have. There are so much more things that more encounters that we have, more dreams. It's so much stuff. Maybe we'll like run some of them back next week. I mean, Jazz said part 2. I mean, if y'all want a part 2, just let me know, baby. We got one more show left. Exactly. We got one more show left. And then it's the end of the season, and we going into season 2 of Peach Tea in December. Peach Tea season 2 starts. So the next episode is on the 31st, you guys, on the 31st. So if y'all want me to run this back, just let me know. We'll have some more ghost talk. We'll talk about more of our experiences. I'll share more of my medium story. I don't even know what the fuck to call them. I don't know. I have so many. What is it? What would I call that? Encounters?
Yeah, your experiences, whatever you want to call it, whatever.
Whatever it is, I'll tell y'all more when I be talking about these dead. When I be talking to these dead people. So if y'all want a part 2, just put it in the chat right now. I see we got one. Kale just clapped. I don't know if that means yes. I don't know if part 2. Okay, got more. Shroomy boy, what's going on? Welcome in. We actually lasted 2 hours with this. This is the longest podcast episode we had. This is a whole gaming session. Chuck Nutmouth, hey, what's going on? But thank y'all. This is the end of the show. We'll just reserve everything for the next episode on the 31st. We'll talk some more. We're gonna talk about some other shit as well on the 31st. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. You guys are fucking amazing. Make sure that y'all go ahead and follow me on Twitch and YouTube. It's Playing with Peaches. And if you are on Twitch and YouTube, make sure that y'all go ahead and follow me on TikTok, X Playing with Peaches X. I appreciate every single one of y'all. This was a cool little episode.
What is that, Velvet?
Yes, I had a time.
Yeah, thank you, Chuck Nutmouth. And thank you, Fire and Wolf. I appreciate y'all for the gift.
And thank you for sharing your stories with us as well.
Yes, thank you guys. I appreciate all the stories. If y'all have ghost encounters yourself, go ahead. Click the link in my bio. If you click the link in my bio, my little link tree, it'll take you to my link tree page, and there is a thing that says peach.t.podcast. Click that. It's a telling them. Oh, you playing COD mobile? Okay. Excuse me. Go ahead and click that and submit your stories there, like anonymously. Tell Ming be ready next show for. Ming Lee, you there? Nah, she left.
Yeah, Ming Lee gotta come back and tell her story properly. She's
Right,
gotta
cause
mute her
what?
iPad in the back.
Mr.
Going
Pull
through
Me Up
it.
Gaming, what's going on?
What is that, velvet?
Thank you so much for the daily heart me. You guys are amazing. So come back for part 2, you guys. I just noticed that the music stopped. Did I do that? Bitch, we had a whole show without music, and now here I am playing it. Anyway,
Well, that's
thank
fine.
you. Right. But thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Make sure that y'all come back on the 31st, you guys. And if you are on Second Life, there are seats available for the 31st show. That's the end show of season 1 of Peach Tea Podcast. And then we'll be back with season 2 in December. Okay.
When we get ready for Christmas. Yeah.
Christmas. Oh my God. Please. We gotta get the land done before then.
Yeah, for sure.
You was a toddler. What are you talking about? What y'all talking about? Not the roof of my old home almost fell on me. Hello? What the hell?
Oh, what? What's happening? Going on in the chat?
Maybe that's why the ghost like you. Cause what? I had plenty of close death experiences. That might be that actually might be the reason why you have all of these experiences, because you've already had the near death experience, so that kind of opens you up.
That never occurred to me. You know what? That makes so much sense.
Yeah, that's
wow. I'd be forgetting about that. Yeah,
that's more than enough reason. That's more than enough reason. That's why you was a toddler. Mr. Palm Up Game, we were just talking about our ghostly experiences, me being a medium, things of that nature. Mo is a medium. Everybody's a medium. Talking to the ghost, receiving message, putting it out there. I'm gonna see if I can find like a Protocol say I'm a large. This motherfucker here, bro. I'm crying. Oh shit! He made my head hurt because I just lost fucking air. Stupid. No, Jess said no. I ain't no medium. I was just saying that. But yes, well, that's funny. But that's what we was talking about. And if you guys have a story, make sure that y'all go ahead and put your stories in the link in my bio. Put them in anonymously, and I will read them on the 31st. Okay, that's Friday the 31st, 8 p.m. Make sure that y'all guys are here, and it's gonna be a ghostly good time. We're gonna be in our other costumes again. Mo is the Gross Sisters, and I don't know, a wicked white ghost bitch. I don't fucking know who kills demons. But yeah, so make sure that you guys, oh my God, before we leave, a zombie apocalypse. Now what if that fucking happened, baby, again? Kill me. Cause
you know,
I'm not fighting for nothing. I can't. You want me to stream that, Poodle? I'll stream it.
Stream what?
He said tune in for the Shindig stream. Yes, we got a Halloween party coming up on Second Life next week, Friday. Yeah. Sure. I'll stream it. There we have it. We're gonna have, it's gonna be a good time. I'm only gonna stream that on TikTok because and maybe Twitch, because YouTube be striking. Well, maybe just TikTok. I don't know. But yeah. All right, you guys. We're out of here. Thank you guys so much for the gifts and the shares. Thank you for the follows. Be here on a next week Friday for the party, the Halloween party. You're gonna see us, the Rump Shakers, shaking our ass on top of
Well,
cars.
yes.
On top of cars.
On top of cars.
Yes. And DJ Fucking Scratch, best DJ on Second Life, gonna be spinning them tunes. And then the
Well, yes.
other best, well, no, Rue is not gonna be DJing. She should do a little 1-2. Did I put that out there? Don't kill me. Rue's gonna be like, what? What? Yeah. Yes. Hello. How you doing? Best DJ. The fuck? Hey, what up, Cartel? What's going on? Welcome in. You actually caught us at the end of the stream. We're ending now. I don't want this podcast to be so long. But that's husband. All I do is cross dress on that game. Listen here. And you DJ the fuck out in your cross dressing ways. Top tier. I had a Sprite in the bottle when that shit felt like the McDonald's Sprite. That shit was burning the fuck out of my throat.
Ooh, spicy.
Mad spicy.
Yum. I should be biting back. I don't know what they be doing.
I don't know either. That shit is crazy. But again, thank you guys. I appreciate y'all. Make sure that y'all tune in on Friday for the party. It's time for the percolator. We got our costumes ready, baby. We are ready to go.
Yes. And
We
if
out
y'all
here.
are pulling up, make sure you show up in theme. Otherwise, we'll send your ass home. It's not a game.
Exactly. So if you want Second Life, like she said, don't get the boot. Come astute.
Indeed. Act like you know.
Okay. Period. Funk Master Fake dropping bombs.
Oh, here she go. Yeah.
All right, y'all. We out of here. Thank y'all again for the likes, the shares, the comments, the stories. Y'all sharing, y'all being open to the conversation as well, and accepting what it is that I say. If you don't, I don't give a fuck either. Suck my ass. But thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. Thank you. Ronette, what's going on? How you doing? Yeah, just said time to go. All right, we out. Later, guys. Bye. We love the TikTok show. Yeah, this is the Peach Tea podcast. I do it every other thing. My next show is on the 31st. Oh, love the TikTok show. Hell fucking yeah. Let me tell y'all, go in the TikTok shop and buy those rice cakes. There's like rice thing. Like
Here
that's
she
so
go,
fucking
y'all.
good,
Don't
y'all.
get her started.
Oh, let's not start me on the fucking Pop Daddy chips, baby. Pop Daddy. Them kettle cooked chips. Get the sample pack, y'all. Them shits are so fucking good. They popcorn is good. Poodle, shut up. They popcorn is good. Them pretzels is supreme, baby. Let me tell you, them strawberry shortcake. If y'all go ahead and look on my page, go down, you gonna see the strawberry shortcake
Shut
pretzels.
this shit down.
Okay, all right. Gotta go, guys. Gotta go. All right. Yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah. Thank you.